it's Abby, and today I have a really exciting unboxing. Here I have the Learn Korean with BTS book set, or at least I think it is because I haven't actually opened the box yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what's in here. And I'm super excited for this product, so I'm just gonna get started and open it right now.
Tumblr. Tumblr. A little higher, fast.
Yay! So here we have the Learn Korean with BTS book set with Tiny Ton. I'm so excited. Let's open this up. I actually have an interesting learning history with learning Korean. My freshman year of college, I took Korean to, obviously learn it. And I went to school in New York, and my teacher, she was like a Korean native. And a lot of the people in the class were also Koreans, I guess just trying to get an easy A probably. And so because she was like a native Korean speaker and a lot of the students were already native Korean speakers as well, there wasn't a lot of actual teaching going on. So I didn't really learn that much. Like I learned a few phrases and stuff, but like the class was super easy. I'm pretty sure I passed with an A. And before that, I already had learned how to read Korean because I already knew the Korean alphabet and everything. So I didn't really learn a lot from that class. Like I learned a few phrases here and there. Like she taught us like kind of like alternate phrases. Like she'll be like, oh, this is how you greet someone, but like that's like a little bit too formal. This is how Koreans actually greet each other. That's still formal, but more natural, I guess. So like she taught me like little phrases like that where it's just like, oh, like if you like learn Korean from a textbook, this is what you would normally say, but if you speak to a normal Korean, this is what they would actually say. So she taught us like a little bit of those kind of phrases and stuff, and that was cool. But I didn't really like learn like, obviously I knew the alphabet already and everything, but most of the Korean that I know is like self-taught. So I know how to read and write Korean pretty well. Like I can read Korean really well. I just don't know what I'm reading. Like I don't know a lot of the words. So I've started to kind of self-teach myself. So I have a bunch of different apps that I use. I use Drops, I use Duolingo, I use Lingodeer, and kind of a few other ones, but Drops is mostly for vocabulary, so I learn a lot of vocabulary through that. And then Duolingo, I like learned for sentence phrasing, like how to craft sentences and stuff. And that's kind of my main goal for learning Korean is like I want to learn how to write sentences and craft sentences and stuff like that. I don't really speak it very often, but I've found because I'm a Spanish speaker that speaking Korean is a lot easier because a lot of the sounds are very similar to Spanish sounds. So it's a lot easier for me to pronounce Korean words. Whereas like my friend who doesn't know Spanish, it was really hard for her to pronounce Korean words because she's not used to her mouth forming those types of sounds. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just what I've observed through learning Korean and stuff. And I also have a Talk to Me in Korean level 1 book. I also took an online class at, I forgot which university. It was like from Korea. It was like an free online course. I'll put in the screen which university it was, and a lot of it was again just introductory stuff like vocabulary and alphabet and stuff. So I've been like learning Korean on and off for like the past several years, and it's always been like introductory stuff. So I don't think I'll find myself using like the first book or whatever, because it's a lot of alphabets and introductory stuff, which is all the stuff that I already know. So I'm glad that it has like 4 books. So if I want to just like skip book 1, I can just go ahead and go straight to book 2 and stuff, because I'm tired of relearning the alphabet and stuff, So this is what it looks like. Has a cute little paper. And then here is the pen. This is crazy. I honestly thought like this thing was pretty expensive, just in general, but I thought it was going to be way more expensive because it has this pen. I thought it was going to be like in the hundreds of dollars for this whole set and stuff. BTS pen. So hopefully now that I have this, I'll like pick up learning Korean again and, you know, get to like where I actually want to be with my Korean study. So let's turn this on. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love them. Okay, let me take out the books. Book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, and then the study book and stickers. I think that's it. Yeah. So here are the stickers for your keyboard. They're a lot smaller than I thought they'd be. But this is cool because it comes with a set of 2, so I can put it like on my laptop and then on my desktop. I've been wanting one of these so badly. Like I was looking online to see if I can find like one of those like keyboard covers with the Korean letters because it's hard to remember where they're at. So this is really cool, and I like that this still has like the English letters on top. So I really am going to utilize these as I get more into my studies because my goal is to like have a Korean like pen pal sort of thing, so I can, you know, practice on my, I want to practice crafting sentences. Like I know a lot of vocabulary, so like when I watch BTS videos without subs and stuff, like I can pick up on what they're talking about, but only like vaguely. So like one time me and my niece were watching I think it was Tay who was live, and she was asking me like, what is he saying? And I was kind of like bullshitting, like, oh, he's saying this and this and that, because I can pick up a few phrases, but I didn't really know for sure if that's what he was saying. And then like later when I watched with the subs, it turns out I was actually right. So I was like, yes, like I just like use my context clues, but I really want to like know for sure what they're saying. Like I know a lot of vocabulary words. I just want to know like verbs and like how to craft the sentences and stuff, you know? So anyways, let me just get into the actual Learn Korean with BTS book set. So here is a study note for you to write all your notes and stuff. And I heard that this is like limited edition. It only comes with the first edition. So like if you buy it later, it won't come with this little study note. It just has tiny ton on here. Oops. And then it has all the different chapters and stuff. And then now let's try this pen again. So then it has a little play button, so let's just click on it. Cute. They talk so fast. I wonder if like. Oh my god, it does.
교통카드 주세요.
Cute.
안녕하세요. 저는 보라예요.
Nice. I thought it was just going to be these two little play buttons. They talk so fast. That's what's so hard about learning Korean. I saw this one tip from a foreigner who learned Korean, and she was just like, a lot of the times when you hear Korean and you're like learning, like your first thought is to like be like, is to panic and be like, oh my god, I don't know what they're saying. But she's like, you just have to like pause and then listen to what they're saying, and then you realize that you know more than you thought you did. So it's just like a lot of it is just like listening and deciphering without like panicking and be like, I don't know Korean, you know?
모자가 몇 층에 있어요? 오늘 어디에 가요?
저로 사랑합니다.
Ah.
저로 사랑합니다.
This is really weird holding it with this hand because I'm left-handed, so I'm like, this feels awkward. I would normally hold it like this.
오늘 어디에 가요?
So yeah, here's where you can just like write all your notes and stuff, and then in the back there's blank pages. So this is for like the official books, and then this is for the blank pages. Book 1. They each have like different locations in the back. So like this is like the Spring Day bus stop. This is, I think, Jeju Island, and I forgot which one, but you know, they all have different locations, which is cute. And I like that they released it as a full set of books as opposed to just like one book at a time. Like that would have been really annoying for me. Oh my god, Tiny Todd are so cute. Oh my god. I tried not to watch a lot of unboxings of this because I didn't want to like spoil myself, I guess. But at the same time, I'm really glad that I actually did because there's a lot that I wouldn't have known if I hadn't watched those. So now I know like exactly what to click on and stuff. So obviously like you click on this.
안녕하세요. 방탄소년단 제이홉입니다. 네, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단의 뷰입니다. 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단 정국입니다.
Part of me wishes like they would like read out this whole thing. But at the same time, I wouldn't know what they're saying, so.
네, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단 지민입니다.
정말 사랑한다 말씀드리고 싶습니다. I love you.
Oh my god.
보라해 보라해.
Wait, each one has something different.
감히 사랑해요. 너무 사랑합니다. Hello my love.
Oh my god.
우리 아미 여러분들 사랑해.
사랑해요.
Wow. And then here you can decide like if you want Spanish.
Español. Hola, soy Bora. Una tarjeta de transporte de BTS, por favor.
Sorry, I have to do it with this hand because like it just feels too weird.
¿En qué planta están los sombreros? English. Which floor are hats on? Where are we going today?
That is so cool. And then here's the recurring characters. This is Bora. Oop.
Bora. 한국어. 보라. 안녕하세요. 저는 이자벨이에요.
안녕하세요. 저는 에릭이에요. 안녕하세요. 저는 마르코예요.
Español.
Hola, soy Marco.
English.
Hello there. I am Marco.
What kind of voice was that? So like obviously I know all this. I don't need to learn all this. But I wonder what it.
새. 아. 아. E. 5. Up. 위.
How cute. This is English and this is Korean.
Cucumber. 오이. Kid. 아이. Milk. 우유.
So more alphabet. This is like vocabulary. These are all the members' names. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, Jungkook, Borahae. Create a word. Oh, I wonder what.
방. 판. 소. 면. 단.
And then after you like learn all of the alphabet and everything, then you go into chapter 1, which is
Hello, I am Bora.
introductions. Hey, Army lost this. Wow. Armypedia. I'm just like clicking on everything to see.
Bora. Nicole. Are you Korean? No, I am not Korean. 한국어. 한국 사람이에요? 아니요. 한국 사람이 아니에요. Hey Army, lost this? 언어를 선택하세요.
Oh, wow.
한국 사람이 아니에요. 배우 아니요.
So you can pretty much click on everything.
명사 동작 동사 상태 동사 동사
I don't know what that means.
는 이가 언어를 선택하세요. 언어를 선택하세요. English. How do we use it? In the case of noun이 가 아니에요. If a noun ends with a consonant, we add 이 아니에요 to the noun. If a noun ends with a vowel, 가 아니에요 comes after it.
Wow, so you can click on pretty much everything. That's pretty cool. Post. This is like Weverse. This is cute.
유키 씨, 안녕하세요.
Look at Tiny-chan. How cute. And then I saw in another video, I wouldn't have known this if I hadn't seen the other video, but you can like click on these pictures and it also has stuff to say. Cute.
언어를 선택하세요. English. How do BTS members greet you? They introduce themselves loudly and say 안녕하세요, 반갑습니다, which means hello, we are BTS. Also, they bow to their army and say 감사합니다, which means thank you, while waving their hands when their concerts are over. You often find them hilariously greeting each other by performing complicated handshakes between close members. In Korea, bowing is a polite greeting that shows respect to others.
20 minutes later.
This is so cute. Look at how cute they look. Oh. Okay. 방탄소년단 고정 카드 주세요. Oh my gosh, so cute. This is really cool.
좋아.
Basically, you can click on any picture of them.
주요 표현을 확인해 보세요.
친구, 가방, 아미밤, 교통카드. Listen and mark the correct pronunciation.
듣고 발음과 같은 것을 골라보세요. 야, 의, 유, 예.
What? So yeah, it has a lot of ways, different exercises and stuff. And it very much utilizes the pen because you have to like click on all these to say listen and mark the correct pronunciation. And it'll have like a little thing if you're right or whatnot. So
Listen and mark the correct pronunciation.
okay, so I guess I got that one wrong. Okay, tap here.
Where are we going today?
We are going to Gwanghwamun.
There are Gwanghwamun Square and Gyeongbokgung Palace there. Look, there is the statue of King Sejong the Great. Let's take a picture.
Please look here.
이 탁구가 오늘 우리 어디에 가요?
광화문에 가요.
거기에 광화문 광장하고 경복궁이 있어요. 저기 세종대왕이 있어요. 우리 사진을 찍어요.
여기를 보세요.
으세요. 해솔이 심심해요. 보기와 같이 대답해 보세요.
So this is pretty cool. I really like this. Has like little stories. This is cute. Tteokbokki, bibimbap, bulgogi, ramen, pap, pang, hamburger, sold, cider? Oh, cider. Cider, cola, coffee.
한강 공원에서 무엇을 해요?
Okay, so this is obviously like beginner stuff, which is really cool. And like little tiny town and like over here. This is about culture. Visiting Hangang Park. This is so cute. How cute. And it has like these little weavers things to click on.
I love you, army.
Oh my god.
I love you, army.
Cute. So it's just like BTS is there to motivate you.
맛없다. 맛있다. 좁다.
좁다. BTS Army.
아미 여러분들에게 다들 박수!
I freaking knew that was gonna be clickable.
기대하겠습니다.
Look at how cute they are. Let's click on this picture.
와우. 진짜 맛있어. 아, 형이 잘 먹었습니다.
Cute.
아, 형이 잘 먹었습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love this. And in the back they have like the answers and stuff, which is cool. So like you know whether you're getting it right or wrong and stuff. So that's book 1. That's like the introductory stuff. And then book 2 is just more of the same, you know. It has these cute little pictures. Now this is mic drop. New outfit. Oh, so cute.
하나, 둘, 셋. 아기 사랑해요. 하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 둘, 셋.
So obviously, like these are just more of the same. They just get, you know, harder and harder. Everything gets more detailed and stuff, you know. I just really like the little tiny tons and stuff. And this is the hardest one.
I'll love you, arms.
Oh my gosh. Youngtan, how cute! Which one will the baby get? A respected career or longevity? At Dulchanchi, a baby's first birthday ceremony. The family tries to guess the baby's fortune by the item he or she grabs.
Remember.
Remember?
Cute. So cute. As you progress through the books, obviously like the subject matter gets more difficult and it gets more heavily, like the first book is all about tourism and like how to like, navigate yourself around like Seoul, like asking for like bus cards and hotel information and stuff. And obviously this is more so into Korean culture because like the more you know the language, the more you're gonna need to know like the cultures and stuff, which is pretty cool.
좋아, 나는 아비를 사랑해.
Cute. Okay, before I go, I noticed that there are some QR codes first on this box and also within the book. So I'm currently filming on my phone, so I can't scan with my phone because I didn't feel like bringing out my camera. So I'm using my little brother's phone to scan things, and his phone is so busted. So judge him all you want because it's not my phone. But I just want to see what it brings up. So this, scanning this opens up YouTube. What the? Oh, okay, it's just basically showing you all about how to use the pen and everything, which is pretty cool. So that's cool. But I saw some other QR codes within the book itself, so I want to see what that brings up, but I gotta find it because like this. So I want to see what this brings up. So let me just bring out my brother's busted phone. Closer. This is hard. Is it because my brother has a busted phone? It says move closer and I am moving closer, but it still won't scan it. I'm annoyed. I can't scan it. Is this just like fake? No, look. Listen and fill in the blank after watching the video with QR code. This is hard. Scan here. Okay, hopefully it works. It doesn't. I feel like it has to do with my brother's phone, honestly. So I guess like during editing or something, I'm gonna like scan with my phone and like post the video that comes up so you can see what's actually supposed to come up, because for some reason my brother's phone's not working, which kind of sucks, but.
왜 연말만 되면 살찔까?
자꾸 집에 있고 싶고 많이 먹어. 아 근데 무대 전에 많이 먹으면 안 되는데 그래도 먹자.
무대 전에 많이 먹어야죠, 형.
I guess because it's really tiny, it's kind of hard for the phone to pick up. But since my phone, he has like a iPhone 6, I think. So since my phone is more upgraded, then hopefully it'll pick up this tiny little QR code. But if it doesn't work, that would suck. That would really suck. But hopefully they tested that before they put that on here. So I just want to point that out real quick.
하나, 둘, 셋. 화이팅!
Yay! So what I like about these books, aside from the fact that like they're obviously BTS books and like they're meant to motivate you with like the little characters and like the little BTS messages are meant to motivate you to keep going and keep learning Korean and stuff, is that this pen is actually really beneficial for self-teaching because like, for example, I have my Talk to Me in Korean level 1 book and stuff. And, you know, it has a lot of the same sort of information, like how to conjugate, how to, you know, form sentences and everything. But the thing is like, one of the fundamentals to learning Korean is like, you need to learn to become comfortable with saying it and stuff. So when you're like reading it out and stuff, you're reading it out to yourself. So you can't tell if you're pronouncing things correctly or not. So this pen is actually really beneficial because it shows you how to pronounce something. Like you can just click on it and be like, oh, so that's how it's said. Like I was saying this one specific syllable wrong. So like this pen is actually really beneficial for teaching yourself how to say things correctly. So like you can learn all the subject material through other forms of Korean books and everything, you know, but if you don't know how to speak it, it's hard to put that knowledge into use. So this helps you become more comfortable with hearing the language and deciphering like, oh, this is what this sounds like, and also like speaking the language, because there's a lot of like repeat after this. And so if you hear it, you're more likely to be able to repeat it better and stuff. So that's kind of the step up from this to this. Not that this is not bad, like this is really good too and is really informative as well. But the key point of this is the pen for sure, because it helps you hear what things are supposed to sound like. Because that's a lot of the issue with self-teaching yourself Korean, is not knowing if you're pronouncing something right. So this is really, really cool. And I like that it has the different languages. So if you're like a Spanish speaker, this is how you can learn and stuff, you know what I mean? So that's really cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick up my Korean studies again. I think I stopped around the time the pandemic started, which is crazy because I have more time. So you think I would have, you know, picked it up more. But I had like this daily routine going where I would like do my apps at certain times of the days. Like I would do like drops on my commute to work, and then I would do drops again on my commute back home. And I would do Duolingo at night before bed. So I kind of just like, once the pandemic hit and I stopped like going to work physically, that routine kind of just stopped, because it's just like my routine was to do my Korean study like on my commute and stuff. So once my routine got thrown out of whack, I kind of just stopped learning Korean, and I just, you know, haven't picked it back up. So I feel like I've lost a little bit of my Korean, because you have to keep at it, because like you can start forgetting like vocabulary, you can start forgetting all this stuff. So hopefully this motivates me to get back on track. And I like that I was able to buy a full set at once, as opposed to like once I'm done with this book, then I have to like buy the other book, and just like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like a hassle. So I'm so happy that they came out with this. Like they're so smart with their marketing. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like this is the smartest thing they could have done, because they're giving us content that BTS doesn't have to be directly involved with anymore, like TinyTon and BT21. And I love that it's TinyTon and not BT21, because like TinyTon is so much cuter. Like I love BT21, but this is so cute and like personable. So I'm really glad that they came out with TinyTon, and I know that they're gonna capitalize on that just as much as they did BT21. So I really like that they're coming out with new content that's not directly involved with BTS. And I know that they're like milking it for all it's worth, but at the same time, this is valuable for people who want to learn this stuff, you know, like they're not just like people can say like, oh yeah, like they're just trying to like milk BTS for all they can, but like this is pretty valuable and people want to learn this information and stuff. So I say that like this was pretty smart, and like this opens up a world of opportunities for so many other things, and I'm so excited to see what they come up with, because this is like, this keeps us busy with content when BTS is not active and stuff. And I think that's pretty smart, and like that's why BTS works the way it works. Like that's why they have so many fans, is because we're constantly being fed. So there's no drought, there's no like, that's kind of why I don't really stan any other groups, is just because like BTS keeps me so busy with content. Like I can't possibly like add another group to keep up with on top of that. And to me, I'm fine with that. Like I don't want another group to have to keep up with. Like, this is like enough for me. And their marketing is so smart. Like, I can't knock it. Like, I'm working advertising. I know how this works. I know how marketing works, and they're super smart. Like, Big Hit is a business at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And they're smart. They know what they're doing. And this is like the perfect tactic. And I like it because, as I mentioned millions of times in my other videos, I like practical merch. So I like that this isn't just like, let's slap BTS's name on something. This is something that's actually really informative and really useful for us. Like, it's not just a merch, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like even practical merch. It's not just like, oh, this is a purse you can use, oh, this is a water bottle you can use. Like, yeah, those are great to have because you can use those items, but this is legitimately something you can actually get use out of and information out of, you know? So I really like that. And I'm super, super excited. I'm really proud, and like, this is really cool. Like, it's just like a really great piece of technology, and I love it so much, and I'm so like thankful. And I like make this joke, I'm just like, Big Hit does not want to keep putting English subs. For the first time in their lives, they're finally putting English subs on stuff. They don't want to keep doing that. They want us to learn Korean so that they don't have to put the English subs. And as someone who wants to like live in Korea and has been studying Korean on and off for so long, this is like perfect for me to like finally like become fluent in Korean. Like, I want to go from conversational in Korean to actually fluent in Korean. I want to be able to keep up with the conversation. Like, I don't have to keep up with every single word, but I want to be able to understand like the vast majority of things. So this is like just what I needed to like get my butt back in gear. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And that's pretty much all I want to show you for now. So thanks for watching. I know it's not too much to show you. Like, a lot of the books are really repetitive, so I'm not going to show you like every single page or anything like that. But I really, really like this product. I think it's such a smart thing to do. I know it's an expensive product, but I feel like it's really, really actually worth it. Like, there's a lot of expensive merch out there that I feel like is not worth it. I mean, not that it's not worth it, but I'm just like, yeah, so I really want to be spending my money on that. Like, this to me was 100% worth it for this pen alone. Like, it's really going to help with pronunciation and everything. Like, this is obviously more about learning Korean as opposed to like this specific product, but I thought it was just useful to throw in my experiences and my anecdotes and everything with learning Korean on and off for so long. I think this is going to be a game changer for me, because what I struggle with is like, I'm too shy to like know if I'm speaking it correctly or not. So this is definitely going to help me with my pronunciation. And I just sound like a broken record now, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's like a cheap tactic to like have us like buy more BTS stuff, or do you think it's actually smart? Do you have it? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's useless? Like, do you think other books like Talk to Me in Korean are just as good? Let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Alright, 반복된 시스템. 내일은 없어, 내 미래는 벌써 우주가 생긴